Okay, my sisters, this truth is going to hit hard for some of you. I know it hit me so hard when I realized this about myself. And I promise you, I am still uncovering how this shows up in my life like today. Okay, so I'm not recovered from this. I haven't cured myself from this. I'm not talking from a pedestal. I am talking from my heart, hoping that this will help you because it has helped me a little bit. You see, we women, we're trained to believe that if we just do more, love more, cook more, become skinnier, forgive more, look prettier, earn more, wife more, mom more, boss more, then everybody will love us. So we put everything on our shoulders and we believe that if we don't carry it all, everything will self-destruct. We look really strong on the outside, but really there is a deep terror and panic on the inside. There is a dreaded fear and a desperate need for control. It is not just a giving that rules our heart, and this is something you need to acknowledge, but also a deep panic and a desire to be loved at all costs. You see, we created this fantasy, and in this fantasy that we created as little girls, we imagined that if we just did enough and kept doing enough, then we would finally achieve the validation we so desperately crave. We've all created this superwoman movie, and in this movie, of course, we're the main character. We carry the plot, we solve the crisis, we keep everyone fed, everyone emotionally regulated and on time for everything. You see, we don't ask for help because superwoman, she doesn't need help, and we don't fall apart because there's no scene for that in the movie. So we just keep pretending that we are fine, we can do everything, and we keep pushing for more, and more. Now, here's where it gets a little bit twisted, okay? We have to own our co-creation in casting everyone around us as the supporting actors. We kind of handpick the supporting actors in our movie. We pick the role of the procrastinator, the unmotivated one, the lazy one, or the emotionally withdrawn one, or the absent one, the entitled one, the spoilt one, the demanding one, the children, the real children, and the adult children in our lives who never grow up. And we make sure that they stick to the script. They do too, but we do as well. And then we wonder, why is no one showing up? Why is no one helping? Why do we feel so alone? So the people in our lives, now they have to take accountability for sure, but we need to see how we keep them stuck in that role. They start showing up the way we have cast them. Detached or passive or, entitled, dependent, clueless, childish. Here's the thing we definitely don't want to own. That perhaps if we weren't in the picture, these supporting actors maybe they would be quite capable in someone else's movie or in another role. But you see, we play our part in not giving them the space or the trust to ever find out. So everyone plays their part. They stop trying because we never let them start, or they just don't want to start. They don't carry their weight because we never gave them the opportunity, or they just don't care enough to. This is not to blame us and give them no responsibility. Of course not. They can twist the script anytime, but this is all to say, so can we. We are in charge of our part in the movie and they are in charge of theirs. It is a complete co-creation. You see, we super competent empaths, we like to think of ourselves as holier than thou, and we don't want to see the role we play in our own misery. Because we're so good, how can we be in the wrong? But this isn't about good or bad, but about awakening to why we do what we do. And because we typically cast others as the villains, what do? We get resentful, we feel invisible, we burn out, and we say things like, no one helps me, or it's always on me, and we get bitter, we get resentful, and we get autoimmune diseases. The truth is this, we have to own how we wrote the script. We have to own how we have directed the movie, how we have cast the roles, and how we're mad when no one else is switching the roles, how they keep playing the part and they don't improvise. You see, we keep waiting for someone to jump in and carry the load, but no one does because we've made ourselves the only ones who can. And this is the trap because Superwoman, she's not strong. This took me a long time to realize. I wasn't strong. I was scared. I was afraid that if I stopped holding it all, it would fall apart. And then who would I be? And I realized that it was only when I became honest with myself about my part in my co-creation that things began to shift. And I began to realize that I needed to put the sword down. I needed to burn the cape. I needed to stop being a superhero and start being comfortable being a damn bloody ordinary human being. I was never meant to play all the roles, and neither were you. You were never meant to hold everything together and alone. So, my sisters, you don't have to carry it all in order to be worthy. You don't have to keep proving your value by how exhausted you are. You don't need a cape. Burn the freaking cape. You need rest. You need support. You need gentleness, softness. You need to begin to rewrite this superwoman movie. One where you are not the savior, where others are bloody allowed to take part and rise, where you are allowed to lean in, where you finally get to be a woman, not a myth. Give yourself the opportunity to feel accepted simply as an ordinary human.